We played some long ass games, bro. We played some long ass games. Dude, this was so fucked up. This tournament was so fucked up. Oh, the worst day of my life. Nice. This was another one of the worst days of my life, the CLGEU day. That was one of the worst days of my life for sure. So, dude, that's a story for another day. We'll watch that at some point. But we had a very specific strat that we were using at that World Championship that was literally just leaked. Like, Dyrus just told the opponents about our strategy before we actually played. So they just completely, they just, I don't know. It mentally broke us, bro. Like, no, like going into the first game, bro, CLGEU, going into this game and knowing that the other team knew everything we were going to do, where it's supposed to have like a surprise factor of the strategy. This was crazy, bro. This was insane. Why did they just know our strategy? Look at level 1, bro. Look at level 1. So pretty much we had a strategy where we would roam Tarek Shyvana, and I would end up like kind of just 1v9 the game later on, and we would have Gragas catch bot. This is like before people really lane swapped, right? We would have Gragas catch bot. What we realized was that like 80 carries mid actually were good. So like Ezreal versus Orianna ended up being a good matchup later on as well. So we'd have Gragas go bot solo. Top would play like the same lane, but we would just like perma-gank the enemy top laner. And we would have like Gragas being able to wave clear with bot. Look at the fucking meta, bro. Everyone has boots. We would wave clear bot lane with our Gragas. Our Ezreal would just win mid 1v1 versus the enemy mid laner. And then we just like perma roam and kill everyone on the map with Shyvana Tarek. This was our strategy. And going into this, CLGEU was told what our strategy was. So Krebo bought 7 wards, level 1. So here you can see I'm like getting like a giga leash because the whole strategy was about like me being like super far ahead and like perma farming. They bought 7 wards, level 1. They warded here already. They already warded their own red buff. And then they 5-man invaded our red buff. And you can see how like things are done. Watch this. They take our red, and they just lane the Sona mid at level 1. They knew that we were going to be doing our roam strategy, and Sona is just literally mid at level 1, laning with Froggen. We're like, what the f***? What even happened this game? We actually killed them. Then they're just like ready for everything we do. This is so sad, bro. What a sad fucking game, bro. What a sad experience this was. Batoy just flashed on him. Dude, we were so tilted from this. Like, we were so tilted because the thing is, we didn't know that our strat was leaked until like at this point. Like, you're live in the game. You're like, wait a second. How are they like, how do they know everything we're going to do? How do they know what our strategy is? Why did they start with 7 wards level 1? It was so uncommon. And then we just get shit on. But yeah, we were giga tilted from this because like there was a code, bro. I mean, there's still a code, right? Like when you scrim, you're not supposed to leak strategies to someone else. And it also made no sense to us because we knew not to scrim CLG because CLG was sister teams with CLGU. So we purposely didn't scrim CLG the entire boot camp. We only scrimmed TSM. Because it was like we were the best 2 teams in NA. We're number 1 and number 2 in NA. And we didn't want anyone to know our strategies. So we made sure not to scrim CLG. And then TSM told CLGEU our strategy. It was so insane, bro. What a horrible experience this was. No, the thing is, like, I became friends with Dyrus. Like, people know I'm still friends with Dyrus. The thing is, like, Dyrus is just like, he just like makes mistakes. Like, it actually wasn't as malicious as you would think. Like, Dyrus is literally the type of guy that just like will like he'll like fuck up like this and realize like, oh shit, that was really fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. You know, like he's that type of person. Well, like he'll make a mistake. Like it'll be a legitimate mistake where it's not like he's not like thinking like super deeply about, oh, you know, like how is this going to affect Dignitas and like all this type of stuff. He's just like talking to Wicked. He's like, oh yeah, this is like, maybe this will like, oh, you're my friend Wicked. Like maybe this will help you, you know? It's legitimately like that. It's not malicious. Like that's why I was able to become friends with like Dyrus. And like Dyrus apologized for it. He like, and he made a video on this. He admitted like what he did and like he did it all publicly. I mean, it just like it sucked, but like I never held it against Dyrus because you have to just be realistic with situations like this, and you have to be able to like determine like, oh wait, this guy is not actually a bad person. He just like made a mistake legitimately. I mean, Dyrus is extremely smart about like certain things, and then he's like dumb about other things. That's just the type of person he is. Like Dyrus is like exceptionally smart when it comes to like figuring out like game problems and stuff like this. Like that's why he's good at every single game he plays. He's always able to get to an elite level at every game he plays because he's just really good at like interpreting like changes and like understanding numbers when it comes to like a like strengths of different items, guns, whatever it could be, like he's just able to like understand that stuff faster than most people. But when it comes to like stuff socially like this, I feel like he can just not be, yeah, he's just like average when it comes to that other stuff. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like it's old stuff, bro. It's nothing against Dyrus now, but just at the time I'm just explaining how tilted we were when like a team just knows your strategy, because like the whole strategy is for me to be super ahead, and I'm like not even that ahead at this point, and we're just behind everywhere. Why did I ult in? Oh, I'm just inting. I'm in feeding. Nice. I was just in feeding.